Day 2 of lockdown. Let's talk about that. So yeah, day 2. I'll be honest. I went and got gas last night in the Prius. Mama filled up the Pathfinder. I don't think they're gonna have a run on gas. I have no clue, but it could happen. I always prep for the store shelves to be empty for a while too, and I never believed that that's actually gonna happen. And here we are. So anyway, yeah, Mama filled the Prius up. She's gonna try to keep it above 3/4 of the tank. I'm driving the Prius. I'm driving the Prius now. Mama's driving the Pathfinder. She's gonna do that. I always keep my car 3/4 or more anyway. You never know when you just need to jump in the car and go do something, go for a road trip. So anyway, usually I ride the bikes, and like during the winter months, I'll bring them back and park them like half or 3/4 empty. I don't top them off till I'm ready to go the next time. That way, whatever riding I'm doing is on fresh gas, because they may have sat, right? Well, during the summer, I try to top off when I come back. That way I'm always ready to go. So I got on this thing this morning, and I went to go fill it up, and I got just right outside the neighborhood, and I looked at my tripometer A, which is the gas tank trip, and I only had like 3.2 miles or something like that. I was like, oh, I don't need to get gas. Anyway, yeah, I think it's a good idea. Like you saw in the picture there, I got 2 5-gallon cans that are full of gas. Our vehicles are hybrids. We can go for a really long time. If the refinery's shut down, if shipments of oil stop coming in, which America's more or less energy independent now anyway, but still, you just don't know what's going to happen. Go look at a shelf where the toilet paper used to be. You know, that's you just don't know what's going to happen. So anyway, a little bit of extra gas, 9 extra gallons is enough, because you can only put 4.5 in a 5, give it room for expansion, all that stuff. 9 extra gallons of gas would take us a long way for a long time. I'm doing, 45 miles to the gallon on this. Mom's doing 50 on that if I behave myself. That thing's so much fun, it's hard not to. But anyway, yeah, we're seeing all over the internet that California's closed for business and California's shut down, and that's not the case, guys. That's not the case. What they're doing, and they have not dictated or mandated that you have to stay home, although we're going to be doing that really and truly just as a point of normal life. It's just the way we live anyway. We don't go out, and we're not clubbing all the time and going to bars and hanging out. It's not something we do. We just don't do it. So neighborhood watch meetings are about as social as we get, and that's our little group here in the neighborhood. So anyway, yeah, the state is not mandating that we shut everything down. What they're doing is very strongly asking us to not go out and be social butterflies. Don't go running around in large public gathering crowd events, and a lot of the events that people were looking forward to have been canceled. I think that's sad, but I think it's necessary too. I think we all need to do our part. It's not martial law, guys. The industry is not shut down. It's just, don't go out if you don't need to. I posted this to Facebook earlier today, and I want to read it to you. I think this is important. A lot of you guys are in other countries, and I think you should take this to heart too. This isn't just the American spirit. This is the human spirit. We need to look after our fellow man. I am my brother's keeper to an extent, to a degree. So preface that. There's a lot of whole rah-rah America here, but this really rah-rah all of us, okay? So I still see people going off about how the government can't lock us in our homes and not order us not to go out. That is correct. By the end of yesterday, I was also seeing traffic resume its normal pace. Not cool. What they have issued is a suggestion and not an edict. We are most likely not going to see more martial law. In my estimation, as Americans, we shouldn't need it. And again, all of us. We shouldn't need the government. We shouldn't need the government to tell us to lock it down. We need to be Americans and do whatever is needed. With great freedom comes great responsibility. Victory gardens weren't mandatory. Scrap gathering wasn't mandatory. Participation in civil defense wasn't mandatory. Self-isolation should not be mandatory. We need to show the boomers how great their parents' generation really was by protecting those boomers from this thing. In the American tradition that showed the world how great our greatest generation really was. Not because we were told to do it, but because we know what needs to be done, and just do it. Just do it. Kids need to stop going out as well. With school out, and here the schools have been shut down, so with school out, it seems like there are an awful lot of kids just roaming around in groups. We see them on dirt bikes. We're seeing them on dirt bikes, quads out in the fields, at the, wandering around town, stuff like that. So just got to cut that out. Keep them busy, keep their minds occupied, and keep them home. Education should never stop. I give my kids topics to research on the web so we can discuss them over dinner regularly. This will increase now that there is more time. We have them staying indoors mostly, with a bit of outdoor activities in limited amounts. As much as I dislike it, the Xbox is going to be a main staple for them while this is going on. Excuse me. Just had breakfast. Yeah. Learning never stops, and much like God is not only found in a church, learning is not limited to the classroom. Kids need the structure of school in their lives, but I think they will be okay without it for a little while. As parents, we need to maintain some of that structure and keep the creative process alive in our kids. We need to find ways to challenge them, to think about new topics, and to come to conclusions on the thing we've directed them to learn. If we have been raising them right, they are curious and want to learn new things anyway. It is important that we do all that we can to slow the spread of this virus. We can't stop it, but we maybe, just might, be able to slow it down, overwhelming our medical system. Slow down it overwhelming our medical system. I should have put a comma there. Kids aren't affected by this, not as much. Kids aren't affected by this, but they can spread it to our older generations that are going to be most heavily hit. It's important that we all do our part to shelter in place as much as possible. Only go out if you need to. Only buy what you need. Kids are the ones historically to make songs about this kind of things. They are more resilient than you might think. Explain to them what is going on and why it is important that they do their part. Ask them a great responsibility and tell them what it actually means. They will surprise you. A very wise man once told me, there is no adult fairy. No fairy to sprinkle dust and tap your head with a wand and bink, you're an adult now. It is a process that happens over time. This new challenge is a chance for all of us, even the young ones, to rise to the occasion and grow up just a little more. Good luck and Godspeed. Yeah, we gotta do this, guys. We need to lock it down. I went out to get the gas. I didn't really need to go get the gas. I didn't stop talking to anybody. I didn't touch anything. I didn't handle anything. I just went out and rode around a little bit close to my home here. And traffic is down for a Saturday around noon. That what you're seeing in this is about 10% of what I would have expected. Maybe 20%. No, maybe probably a little more like 10. Yeah, 10, 20%. Anyway. It's good. It's really good. No, we're not on lockdown. It's not martial law. I said the other day, I'll do what I want. Tell a guy in an AMRAP with a 30 LMG pointed at me, he says, go home. Then I do what I'm told, but we don't have that. It's not going to happen. I really don't think that's going to happen. I hope not. I can't imagine it would. If it does happen, it's because enough of us didn't do what we needed to do here. And I really think it's important that we lock it down and shut it down a little bit, you know. Is it going to be hard? Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to not go ride with the group on Sunday and go to breakfast and sit and have a prepared meal, you know, as a group. It's hard to not do that. That's a lot of fun. And it's going to be tough, but, you know, for at least 30, 60 days, whatever they tell us we need to do here, the government, you don't have trust or faith in your politicians. Stop electing them. That's number one. Get somebody that's worth a damn. Number two, you don't have trust or faith in them when they tell you you need to lock it down. They don't know. They are the idiots that you think they are. Your politicians are they want a popularity contest. That's it. You've watched the election process. A lot of you, if you vote, you've watched it with disgust and you've pulled the lever on somebody, and lesser of two evils most of the time, right? If you don't vote, maybe you're disgusted, maybe you're not, maybe you've seen it from a distance. It's a popularity contest. You're talking about the most vapid, vacuous idiots available who want to win popularity contests. And they want to keep winning popularity contests, and we keep electing them. And they're the idiots that you think they are. They don't know why you need to lock it down and shut it down and blah, blah, blah. They don't know. They don't know. That's governor I don't like. That's governor I do like in whatever other state. They're being told by scientists and doctors and virologists and on the people who do know. And I promise you, the doctors and the virologists and the scientists, they don't sit and worry about the economy. When they say shut it down, they mean shut it down. Everybody stays home, don't come out, period, blah, blah, blah. They're going to react that way because they're not worried about the economy. The politicians, however, have that popularity contest coming up. If they're worried about the economy, because if the dollar's tanked and the stock market's garbage and there's no money in anything and everybody's broke and poor and starving, so they're worried about it. I guarantee you they're not overreacting. If anything, they're probably going the other way and underreacting. So, really important that we do the shelter in place as much as we possibly can. No, it's not forced, but you shouldn't need to be forced. What I said in the thing, I totally mean that. Yay, America, we got this, guys. We got this. If you're in one of the other countries where these videos are watched, all 20 or 30 of you that are going to watch it, I sure hope you're doing okay where you're at. If you're in a position where you can get a little extra stuff, you don't need to go clear the shelves. Get a few extra things. You should do that every grocery trip anyways. You should have stuff at home stocked up. You should just have a full pantry anyway. But if you don't, you can get a little extra. Get a little extra. Be ready, you know. Be ready. They're going to lock you down too. It could happen. So, all right. Well, a government license plate just pulled up to my driveway. I'm going to go say hi. You guys take care, and we will see you, I guess. Seriously, U.S. government. Hi. How are you today? Oh, post office. Boy, I'll tell you, with all the stuff going on, you scared the hell out of me. Have a good day. I'm not lying. Federal plates. I'm just like, oh God, what? I'm sitting here telling you not to freak out. And I'm like, federal plates. It's the United States Postal Service. You want to see what I got while we're here? This is great. Oh. Some of those videos you saw, I'm standing on a bridge. I got honked at one point, and I don't know if it was a cop or not. I didn't stick around to see. I'm still thinking, you know, I might get in trouble for that. I don't know if they got my plate number. Yay, Amazon. Oh, she freaked me out good. Yeah, it's not mandatory, guys. California isn't shut down. Life is still good. Go out, be safe, take care of your family, especially your old folks. Stay the hell away from them, right? And we'll catch you on the next one.